Ciao everybody, Katerina here. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, this weekend is Father's Day here in Canada, and I thank God that I'm able to say the words, my sweet papa is going to be here for Father's Day to celebrate with me. And one dessert that I'm going to be preparing are fig cookies. Now in Italy, Father's Day is on St. Joseph's Day, and in all the churches, all the ladies are getting together and they're baking fig cookies, which they sell, and all the proceeds from the bake sale go to charity. So I am going to prepare this cookie. Now let's get started. So we're going to start with the filling first because it has to cool down. Here I have 2 cups of chopped dried figs. The stove is set to medium. To the figs I'm going to add half a cup of honey. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of freshly squeezed orange juice, 6 tablespoons of grappa, and yes, it does have to be grappa. For this particular recipe, you cannot substitute. Now that the figs are boiling here, I'm just going to leave them for a couple of minutes to boil, and then I'm going to turn the stove off and let them cool. You're going to need your food processor. We're going to start preparing the shell of the cookie, and to 3 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, we're going to add 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a cup of granulated sugar. Now I'm just going to give this a really good mix. I'm going to add the dry ingredients to the food processor. Before I add the wet ingredients, I'm just going to give it a quick pulse. Okay, I'm going to add 2 eggs at room temperature. And I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of full fat milk. Okay, now I'm just going to blitz it. The crust of my fig cookies is ready. I ended up adding another tablespoon of milk. It was a little bit too dry for my liking. Something that I forgot to mention, please sift your all-purpose flour before you measure it for this cookie. I divided the dough in half. Now I'm just going to plastic wrap it and in the refrigerator for 1 hour. My fig mixture has cooled down to room temperature. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, half a cup of walnuts. Now I'm just going to give this a nice blitz. It's a very, very sticky mixture. I divided it into 2. I tried to keep it about 1 inch in diameter. Now all I'm going to do is just cross it over, because this is going to be the filling for our cookie. Again, like this. Keep it in a nice circle. Okay, in the refrigerator for 1 hour. So I refrigerated the outside part of the cookie, and now I rolled it out to 7 by 9 1/2. The fig mixture that I did, I just placed it in the center. Be careful because it's really, really sticky. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll the pastry around the cookie. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Now I am going to bring it over like this. Now I'm going to cut the leftover here. This is going to be the adhesive. Okay, now I'm just going to roll it right over like this. I'm going to leave the attached side at the bottom. I'm going to close the ends. Okay, I'm just going to, with a serrated knife, I'm just going to cut the end out. And now I'm just going to, about 1 inch with a serrated knife. Now I'm just going to place them on a baking tray like this. How beautiful. So here's the second one. Here we are. Okay, now I'm just going to roll it over, right over. Now you can put a lovely glaze over them if you like, or a glaze with the sprinklers, which is also very common. But in my family, we just like them with egg white and a little bit of sanding sugar, and that's how we enjoy them. Okay, here I have some sanding sugar. If you don't have sanding sugar, of course you can put granulated sugar. Make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now in the oven for 13 to 15 minutes, I will watch them. So my cookies were in the oven for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to let them cool, and then I'm going to serve them and taste it for you. My St. Joseph fig cookies are ready for Father's Day. I am sure that my sweet papa and my husband are going to love them. I'm just going to taste one for you. So good. Absolutely delicious. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I want to wish you all a very happy Father's Day. To all you fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, stepfathers. And I hope that your day on Sunday will be beyond spectacular. And it's Katerina from my home to yours. Please don't forget to hit your like button, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Ciao!